I would say my favorite costume was the 70s because I loved wearing a pregnant belly. Um, I just thought it was so funny to watch just like a dress spread and then have two legs sticking out from the bottom. So I think that was my favorite costume.
Okay, that's great. Let's go. Let's do this one again. How did the
Yes.
9 episode series format allow you and Paul to explore your characters?
The 9 episode format of our show um, allowed for so many in-depth um, realizations for both my character and Paul's character. And I truly believe that in every from the first episode to the last episode, the whole fabric of this show is built on what we have already made. And so to get to kind of burst that open and get really specific with her life experiences and his throughout this show was really an incredible opportunity for both of us, and it allowed for us to complicate these characters even more than we've been able to. So it was, and to get to work with Paul was is always the greatest joy. Um, yeah.
Okay. Describe the experience of shooting episode 1 in front of a live audience.
The episode 1 being shot in front of a live audience was so terrifying, but it was so fun. There was so much adrenaline. Um, it was a perfect way to thrust us into sitcom land. It really ripped the band-aid off. And it was complicated though, because it's not like theater. You're not playing to an audience, you're playing to the camera, but there is an audience that you kind of want to play to. So it confused my brain a bit, but it really launched us bravely into full throttle sitcom mode. And it's an experience I'll never have again, I don't think. So it was just I'll keep it close to me for a long time.
You've touched on this a little bit, but can you talk about working with Paul for this series?
Getting to work with Paul for this long has been so phenomenal. He and I think we both feel very lucky to have one another. We work very similarly, and we discovered that during Civil War. I asked him if he could run lines with me, or he asked me for something we were shooting next week, and we had both already memorized our scene, and that's not the norm. And so with this show, he and I were able to constantly um, communicate and plan. And Matt Shackman and Jack Schaefer were so welcoming of our ideas of what was already there. And he and I just, like, that was just how our brains worked every morning, was just trying to plan for what was happening next week and how to do it, or how to make it better, or what we loved about it. And um, it's so much fun to get to work with someone who is as invested and excited, or even brings that out in you because of their own investment. And so it's a great experience getting to work with Paul, and also he's fun and funny and kind. And it's really important for us when we're the lead actors on a set for people to treat each other kindly, and hopefully that makes people enjoy their jobs and their lives more. And so I think we try to put that out in the crew every day as well. And I think it ends up being a really special experience for all of us, even with all the crazy challenges that were thrown at us during filming.